Alrighty, race fans, welcome to another edition of Track Review. Today we are going to look at a brand new set. It's a current set that Tomy AFX offers. Purchased this directly, brand new, unopened. The AFX Stocker Challenge with Mega G Plus cars and a tri-power pack. Says it has about 21 feet of track, and they give you some suggested layouts. So let's take a look at some of the other pieces of the box art. Okay, here's a look at the back of the box. They talk about the new Mega G Plus race system. They show you what the car looks like. They show you the tri-power pack, the controllers, some of the track pieces. So it's fairly interesting. Granted, it's generic for the brand, but they do a pretty good job of explaining basically the key product features. Okay, on one of the side panels, they show you what all is included in the track. The straights, curves, you get some bank curves over here. Little tune-up kit evidently that they give you, a couple of controllers, guardrails. And then on one end they give you some suggested layouts. They are nice enough to kind of give you an idea of how much space that you're going to need for it. Okay, as you pull the set out of the box, they give it to you in a nice molded tray. It has a piece of cardboard that comes over it. The instruction sheets are there. And it's a very thoughtful approach to packaging. They give you places to put everything when you're done, to put the set back where it needs to be. Quite a departure from what some of the recent products have been. Years and years ago, they would give you styrofoam sets or styrofoam trays to put all your stuff back in, but that disappeared, and they just went to throwing things in a box, maybe having it tie wrapped or whatever. But this is a very thoughtful presentation, and it's a cut above from what has been out there on the market. Okay, here's the set all put together. It's quite a large layout. Looks interesting. The only complaint that I have is the standard one with Tomy track. It doesn't want to hold together very well. It pushes together okay, but on these bank turns, sometimes the stress will pull the pieces apart. It doesn't really lock in very well. And then in a quick test, I found that one of the lanes does not work. I don't know what's up with that. I've got to figure that out. But anyway, let's take a couple of laps here. Alright, we're unsure really why one lane doesn't really work very well, if at all. I've tried switching controllers, and it seems like the lane itself is dead. I may have to take that track apart and take the back of it off and see if there's a busted connection or something. Alright, this is the inside of the track piece. And this wire here was broken off. I've attempted to resolder it, and then it comes over here. I guess this is a common path for the negative side of the power, and I don't know, in the process of redoing this, maybe this piece is not good or something, but there's still no power, so I'm going to try something else and see if we can get the thing to work. Okay, we've got an old power strip in from probably made maybe 10 years ago, and let's see if we can get this lane to run. Alright, so we can get this lane to run. Went back and looked at the other controller, and evidently there's a problem with the controller as well, not just the lane. So we will go back and see if we have another controller to stick in here. Alright, we found the problem with the controller. We took our meters and tested through the circuit, and it appears that this wire right here, they solder a wire onto some kind of sleeve and then put that sleeve over this plate. If you can see how that moves on there. So all you guys at Race Masters, take note, you need to get the factory tuned up. We've got 2 defects right out of the box. Alright, let's wrap it up here. Alright, the AFX Stocker Challenge, brand new out of the box, a current product with Mega G cars. One thing that Tomy AFX is now offering is a lifetime warranty. It says your new AFX set is warranted to be free of defects in material and workmanship for as long as you own it. It does not cover normal wear and tear, abuse, damage caused by improper maintenance, and they do give you some contact numbers. So initially I was very excited to get this. The actual pieces of the track, I think in and of themselves individually, are very high quality. It appears that there's some new tooling that they have to mold the track pieces. They all look very nice and clean. The guardrails are molded out of a gray material now as opposed to that goofy orange stuff that they had for so many years. The cars run good just like they are. We didn't have to put any super tires on them to get them to run good. They seem to handle very well, but 2 major strikes is the power track had a defect in it. One lane didn't work, and then one controller didn't work. So for Christmas morning or something like that, you would have great disappointment to get the set out and open it up and only to have half of it work. So there is, I think, maybe some attention that Tomy needs to do at the factory to make sure that these things are tested better than what they are, so you don't have this sort of defect rate right out of the box. But other than those 2 things, I think if those pieces would have been solid, it would have been a really interesting set. It might have been better if they could have included a lap counter. Since this is a stock car set, you'd want to at least be able to figure out how many laps you've got for racing each other. That would have been a nice thing to put in there. But that's it. Thanks.